When it comes to our watch through of the DC animated movie universe, we've done a whole bunch of movies and we have a whole bunch more left. And I know that when I first started, I was told that some of these movies are great and some of them are not so great. Right now, my favorite that I have watched has been Batman vs. Robin. And my least favorite, as of right now, again, we're going through an order and I have not seen any of the other films until I get to them in order, from release order. My least favorite was Batman Bad Blood. I did not like that one. The Justice League ones were fun. Some of them were more fun than others. But that's kind of where I stand right now as far as what I like from this batch. Also, Flashpoint Paradox is right up there with Batman vs. Robin. You know, like it goes back and forth. But I know some are just not going to click with me. And some are probably going to end up being fan favorites. And some are going to end up being ones that I may disagree with the fans on. When I do these reviews, I don't look at other people's reviews for these movies before I do my reviews. I just do my reviews, right? And then maybe if I'm curious, I'll go see what the feedback is online for these films. But I stay away from that when I review this. So I have mixed opinions on this one. We're talking about Justice League Dark. This is a very polarizing movie for me. First of all, it was directed by Jay Oliva, who's been around. And it was written by Ernie Altbacker, and it's based on the Justice League Dark DC Comics team, which is basically composed of John Constantine and a group of others who are going to be the ones dealing with the supernatural aspects of, you know, the DC universe. You know what I mean? Now, going into this, I really had no emotional connection with the Justice League Dark team, in that I've never read a Justice League Dark comic book. I know about Constantine, and I know about Swamp Thing, because I grew up with Swamp Thing, and I was happy to see him in this film, but I have no emotional connection. So this movie's job was to get me to care. And there were some things I cared about, some things I didn't. This movie's very middle of the road for me. I did not love this film. There are things about the movie I did like, but I did not overall like this film. I like the idea of Constantine sort of being like the Doctor Strange of the team, and with magic and ghosts and demons, and I'm into all that stuff. And I really enjoy what they did with demons in the previous Justice League versus Teen Titans movie. I really like that. You know, we saw the traditional original Justice League in this movie at the very beginning. And they appeared later on, but briefly. But it's not about them. It's about putting the team together, the Dark team together. For me, like, I don't know. I feel like the beginning of the movie, I think, hit for me. I liked the introduction of some of the characters. But there was this long period, like right maybe in the middle of the first act, going into most of the second act, where I didn't care. Now, maybe I have to go watch it again. Maybe I missed something. I know they were going for this sort of, you know, kind of this, I guess, mystery, you know, twist type of story. And there were a couple of twists here. I just felt like the Constantine character was kind of the backbone of this movie. Same thing with Bruce Wayne, with Batman. But the other characters really didn't hit for me. Like, I tried. It did not hit for me. Like, there's a death in the film, if you haven't seen it yet, at the end of the movie, and it just didn't really do much for me. And also, the Dreamstone being like this mystical artifact or whatever, I personally felt like it was a little bit weird. Like, I liked that, but it's almost too similar to the stone from the previous movie. You know, the one that, you know, at the end. So that was weird. Also, and again, maybe I missed something. I'm not going to blame the film for this, although it could be the film's fault. I just don't remember. But John Stewart was the Green Lantern in this. I don't recall this version of the Green Lantern being in the DCAMU yet. I remember seeing Hal Jordan, I think, in Flashpoint Paradox. Different timeline, sure, but he was also in the one after that, Justice League War, I think. But I don't recall seeing Jon Stewart, so that was kind of threw me off guard. You know, once again, Jason O'Mara comes back to reprise his role as Bruce Wayne, Batman, and I think he did a good job. Matt Ryan plays John Constantine. Camilla Luddington plays Zatanna Zatara. Nicholas Turturro, which popped me because I love, WrestleMania 11. Nick Turturro was wacky on that show. He plays Deadman. Ray Chase is here. Roger Cross and Colleen Villard playing Jason Blood. Alec Hockland, Swamp Thing, and Black Orchid. I really like seeing Swamp Thing here. I hadn't heard the name Swamp Thing in a very, very long time. Very, very long time. But as they were building the team, I also wondered, okay, well, there are some heroes here that are missing. And maybe I missed something. It just didn't connect with me. Maybe there was an explanation. I just personally felt like the series was a little bit different. Like this took a different turn. And I do like the magical adventure, and I like that they gave other heroes a chance to shine. I did like that, don't get me wrong, but it just didn't connect with me. But I know that these characters do come back later on. Like, I know that they're going to be in future films, so I am still optimistic that I'm going to get to care about them in the future. I also was reading that there's a web series called Constantine City of Demons. I need to know in the comments if that's actually part of this, because it's supposed to be in this same universe, but I thought it was just the DCAMU movies. And I do know that Justice League Apocalypse War is, Justice League Dark, so I know they come back in that film. But I'm just wondering if I should watch Constantine City of Demons first. That's where I'm a little bit confused on this, But for me, the movie was a big time thumbs in the middle. It was not a bad movie, in my opinion. Not the best one. I do like the final sequence, the fight at the end. I did like that. I really did like that final sequence, and it was fine. And the beginning and end I thought were great. It's just the middle part that when they were building up the team that I just thought was not as interesting as other films that did something very similar. So, just my thoughts on that. It was okay. So, the next movie in the DCAMU, which I'll be doing in a couple weeks for you guys here on the channel, probably, I don't think it'll be next week, but probably the week after, is going to be Teen Titans, the Judas Contract. Came out in 2017, featuring the return of Deathstroke, apparently, in this movie, and the Teen Titans take the stage. So I do like that we're getting different characters getting the spotlight, and that is cool to me. So, with that being said, I will bring this review to a close. Let me know in the comments what you think, and let me know about that Constantine show. I appreciate it, and remember, make sure you watch Teen Titans, The Judas Contract, in the next couple of weeks, because I'll be back with my review by then. See you soon.